Do you want to know the almighty formula on how you can mix Afrobeat perfectly in FL Studio? Because most professionals has a template and they know how to mix very fast and quick. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to mix Afrobeat in a professional way in FL Studio. I mean fella type of beat. If you are watching me for the first time, this is Groove Cassette channel and I'm keeping it real. So let's get started. You need to arrange your track before you start mixing, and I did that in the last video, how you can arrange, rename your samples for easy mixing. So if you are yet to watch that video, kindly go and do that after you finish watching this video. So now this is my mixer box. I have my beat only and I have my instrumental only. So what we did in the last video is that we placed everything in the beat only inside in this all this channel rack. We put it in beats only, so if you play it you only hear the beats when we mute this one and so on. So let me show you that example. Now if I put this on and I mute instrumental only, you only hear beats. Now that we have that, we can start our mixing. So now we want to start with mixing of beats. My style of mixing, I usually go to master boss. This fruity limiter is good, but I don't normally use it. So I'm going to off it. Then I'm going to first use my fruity EQ and cut out frequency that is going to give me problem in future. So I'm going to bypass this and other step 6 and I move. Don't come more than 25. So 24 is okay for me, so that my kick will not be doing boom 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 and the low bass will not be too rough. So that's why we do that. Then another thing I usually do is to add reverb, a little reverb to my general mix. So I usually do this and I will just bring this wet down and also this. Then I'm going to play it. So I'm going to reduce it, and then the next thing, I'm still coming back to touch this, and don't forget I'm also using headphone to mix, but nevertheless we are still going to get a very good mixing. I'm going to go to Maximus. I love Maximus because it has RMX and so on, and click on Clear Master RMX. So then you can tweak the low if you want, the mid and the high. That means, and the master boss. That means after I finish doing what I need to do, if there's anything, then I can come back here to compress a little bit and so on. So this is my default setting. So now once I have that, then the next thing, like I said, is go to the beats itself. Then I will mute this instrument, mute everything here. I want to see where this meter is getting to. If it is getting over 0, I'm going to bring it down because I don't want my mix to clip. So let's play it. Can you see over it, like 0? So what I will do is that I will bring this down. It's still showing a little bit of yellow over 6. So let's say 9.5 or 9. Now I will put it at 9 because once I'm adding other instrument, it will keep popping up. You know, my kick and my snare is the most loudest part. So if my kick is bouncing at 9, I know that all other of my instrument will be below it. Do you get it? Or let's say equal if it's amapiano like the log drum. But most of everything will be below it. So I've already set a gauge for all my mix. So let me look at the master box. Oh, the master box is still high. So you have to check it very well, and I'm going to bring it down. So let's look at the master box. So we keep bringing it down. So let's bring it down a little bit. So now it's around 6 at the master box here, which I'm safe. Now the reason why you are seeing that this is popping up because this loop have been well mixed and master itself. So, and they have already pumped the volume to a level that you are supposed to record on it without having any problem. So now this mixing now, we are doing it in such a way that it gets to the normal level. So I'm going to put on the another sound here. Then we are going to play it. Now I will remove this from beat only. You know, we set it to beat only before, and I'll put it inside this beat because I want it to go along with this beat, blend with it very well. So now this one here, normally before even moving here, I'm supposed to add parameter EQ and cut out some frequency. But if you look at this loop is already mixed because there's no red something around there. So it's very, very okay. So we don't need much of this. So this one here, so I can just do this. So, and I'm going to go into this. So I'm going to also on this. So I will do the same thing, remove it from the beat only and send it to this. Can you see? Because that instrumental has already been mixed and is very, very, I mean the loop. So the next thing we are going to do is this. I'm going to also do the same thing for this. Okay, we have done for this. I'm going to do the same thing for this. Put it here, remove it from here. Can you see this is the advanced in-to-in samples I'm talking about. So I want it to blend with the Afrobeat loop. So now I'm going to quickly load parameter EQ again. Listen to it. This one is like I had standing here, which is okay. Then I'm going to reduce this. So it has nothing to do with here. So I'm going to clear this for the beats. Now, once you do this, go back to your mixer bus here and look at this. Put it to mono. Listen to it. Now, you will see that once you listen to it, if there's any instrument making unnecessary noise that you can't hear at the stereo part, you'll be able to catch it at the mono. So once you are okay with it, then take it back. So the next thing we need to do is to on this, then we'll off all the remaining here because we pull on. So we want to listen to the chord. Obviously, the chord is very, very loud. So we need to adjust the chord. So I'm going to bring it down first. Then I'm going to add EQ to it. Now, if you look at the piano, the chord supposed to be very gentle, not too harsh. So I'm going to remove the high pass so that it will give the kick chance. But don't cut too much. You see, everything is shining around you. Now, getting in there, you are cutting the frequency. Just look at where the frequency, the thing is not sounding, and can you see? It's still shining here, so you can put it around here. Now, it's not really shining here, and most of other instruments can also sit down here. So I'm also going to do the same thing here. I pass it, sorry, low pass it, not I pass. Low pass it, then steep it, so that I will give it step 4. So now I will start. You have to listen now. I want the piano to be in the mid, a little bit about the mid, so that it will give it like a very heavy stuff. Now, the best way for you now to know if your piano is too loud is to put it to mono again. And you see, it's loud. So I'm going to bring it down. you see now, when we put it to mono, it gave us some balance, then we put it back, then we see that, oh, this thing is now very okay. So now, the next thing to do is to start owning all the other instruments. Now, because of our time, I'm going to keep it short here. We'll continue with the second part of the mix in the next video. I believe you enjoyed these mixing tips. If you enjoy it, please kindly subscribe to this channel and put on the notification bell in case we make another video, so that you'll be informed. And please share to your friends on WhatsApp. Share to any music producer, upcoming music producer you know, so that we can share knowledge together. And if there's anything, any question, any observation, put it in the comment section. I'm going to reply as fast as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Remain blessed.